So, a cube for £1. Yeah, £1 for a 3x3 cube. Yes, it's tiny, but it is made by QiYi, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I mean, obviously there's going to be much more interesting stuff coming next week, but yeah, unboxing a cube, I mean, not really unboxing, unbagging a cube that costs £1. So let's have a look. Right, so yeah, okay, so it's pretty stiff. Yeah, right, so let's just check the size. And oh dear, looks like this has run out of battery, so I won't be able to check the size right now, but I can check the weight. It is 12.1 grams. It's meant to be 3 centimeters, so I'll have to take their word for it for now. So at the moment it's rather stiff. I think I'm going to have to try and see if there's anything I can do to make it less stiff and a bit better, because I know some cubes like this are terrible out of the box and then can be improved. Although to make a cube this cheap, I don't know whether they're going to have screws or anything. That's a worrying thing. I'll have a look. Hopefully there's a screw under the center cap so I can loosen the tensions, but there may not be. So it looks like, yeah, it really is the cheapest way of doing it. There is no screw, and you cannot pop a piece out easily at all. And it looks to me that the design is such that the center cap was put on last, and then this thing was screwed on top, so into the core. So somehow I guess these little pieces here were put around and then clicked into place with some sort of machinery. So yeah, I don't think there's any way of getting this apart easily, and yeah, there's no way of loosening the tension, so it is going to be stiff. But I would say it's better than an original Rubik's brand. It is literally £1, 30 centimeters, so quite small, so you can easily carry it around. So I mean, if you need the cheapest cube you can possibly get hold of for any reason, this is a reasonable option. So I think I've got to do a solve on it to see how long it takes. Yeah, okay, 36.284. So like over 3 times what I normally average. But it is a 30mm cube, so that adds like 50% to my average, and then it is stiff. So yeah, and the corner cutting is basically non-existent. It's better than an original Rubik's brand, to be fair to them, but it is very limited. You can actually do a lot of corner cut if you really force it. That's interesting. No, I can't do that much if you really force it, but yeah, it's interesting. And obviously it's pretty hollow, so yeah, it's interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be very useful to many people. But if you need a cube for £1, then I guess this is a reasonable option if you want. I mean, if you're giving a cube away to somebody who's not really that interested in speed cubing but just wants to learn how to solve it, and you have very limited budget for that, get it, I guess.